beg pardon.
A good job your Masons meeting's only once a month.
Ah, you're a proper old maid, Maggie, if ever there was one. Your leather, Maggie, your tough, ancient leather. But I like leather.
Upstairs, Father.
Wait a minute.
Back in half an hour.
I've got a business appointment, my dear. I'll be back in half an hour.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Be over in a moment.
Aye.
Good morning, Maggie.
He's not down yet, Mr. Ealer.
Hasn't he had breakfast?
Breakfast with your Masons meeting last night.
Alice!
I'll be back.
Oh, dear, I wish he'd hurry up.
Are you expecting anyone, Alice?
Yes, I am, and you know I am, and I'll thank you both to go when he comes.
I'm sick of that Albert Prosser coming here to make sheep's eyes at Alice.
Your father won't have us go courting. What else can they do?
If he wants to marry her, why doesn't he do it?
Courting must come first.
It needn't. Courting's like that, my lass. All glitter and no use to nobody.
Yes, Father?
Clean handkerchief, Alice.
In top drawer, Father. Oh, you have got this in a muddle.
Keeping muddles straight is woman's business.
I tidied this only last week.
When your mother was alive, things and people were kept in proper places.
There. You won't be much longer, will you, with the room to do?
You'll do this room when I choose to leave it.
Well, don't be much longer, then.
Good morning, Mr. Hibb.
Morning, Mr. Prosser.
Miss Hobson. Oh, good morning, Miss Alice.
Father's not gone yet.
Oh.
And what can we do for you, Mr. Prosser?
I can't say I came to buy anything, Miss Hobson.
This is a shop, you know. We're not here to let people go without buying.
Well, I just take a pair of bootlaces.
What size do you take in boots?
8. I have small feet. Does that matter to laces?
It matters to boots. Sit down, Mr. Prosser. These uppers are a disgrace to the legal profession. Alice, number 8 from 3rd rack, please.
Vicky!
Oh, dear.
I'll be off.
Sit easy, Mr. Prosser. You're a customer now.
You call that brushed?
She's been at it, Father.
At it to no purpose. If my boots aren't what they should be...
They are, and I did them.
I will see. I suppose you know that you and Alice are making yourselves a laughing stock at Salford.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm bringing up question of bustles.
Bustles?
Aye. Who had new dresses on last night? I saw you out at Moonraker's parlour and my friend Sam Minns...
A publican.
Aye, a publican and as honest a man as ever stood behind the bar. My friend Sam Minns asked me who you were. And well he might. You were going down Chapel Street with a hump added to nature behind you.
Father!
And you had the kind of waist that's natural in wasps, but unnatural in women. And you held your heads like giraffes with a bad stiff neck, and you were gone at the knees, and the hump was wagging. And I say it's immodest.
It's not immodest, Father. It's the fashion to wear bustles.
Done the hell with the fashion.
Father, you're not in Moonrakers now.
Comfortable?
Yes, very comfortable.
Father's just on ready.
That'll be £1, Mr. Prosser.
A pound?
All money's not wasted. Them boots will last. Joe, you better have your old pair mended. They'll be ready Wednesday.
Oh, I don't think I'd... Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Morning. Maggie, I've got some business to attend to. I'll just be out for about a quarter of an hour.
Don't be late for dinner, Father.
It's a long way off dinner time.
So that if you stay too long in the Moonrakers, you'll be late for it.
Moonrakers? Who said
If
anything?
your dinner's ruined, it'll be your own fault.
Well, I'll be eternal.
Don't swear in here, Father.
No. I'll sit down instead. Now, listen to me, you three. Providence has decreed that you should lack a mother's hand at the time when single girls grow bumptious and must have somebody to rule. I'll tell you this. You'll not rule me.
You're not addressing a Masons meeting now, Father.
No, at the moment I'm addressing a few remarks to the rebellious females of this household. What I say will be listened to and heeded. There's been a gradual increase of uppishness towards me.
Morning, Miss Vicky. Oh, excuse me. Some other time.
Yes, Father?
I've come to a decision about you two. You're going to exercise your gifts on some other man than me.
You mean get married, Father?
Exactly. I'm going to choose husbands for the pair of you.
You mean we can't choose husbands for ourselves?
You're not even fit to choose dresses for yourselves.
You're talking a lot to Alice and Vicky, Father. Where do I come in?
You?
Aye. If you're dealing husbands round, don't I get one?
You with a husband? That's a good one.
Why not?
Why not? Now, Maggie, I thought you'd sense enough to know. Well, if you want brutal truth, you're past marrying age.
I'm 30.
Aye, 30 and shelled. Well, all the women can't have husbands, Maggie. And I look to you to take their mother's place till I've made arrangements for them.
Dinner's at 1, remember?
Dinner will be when I come in for it. I'm master here. Oh,
Morning, Upson.
morning, Mrs. Hepworth. It's a grand day.
Now, I've come here about these boots.
Yes, Mrs. Hepworth. Why, they look very nice.
Get up, Hobson. You look ridiculous on the floor. Who made these boots?
We did our own make.
Will you answer a straight question? Who made these boots?
They were made on the premises.
Young woman, you seem to have some sense when you serve me. Can you answer me?
I think so, Mrs. Hepworth, but I'll make sure for you. Tubby?
Did you wish to see the identical workman, madam?
I said so.
But I'm responsible for all work turned out here.
Yes, Miss Maggie?
Man, did you make these boots?
No, Mum.
Then who did? Am I to question every soul in the place before I find out?
They're Willie's making those, Mum.
Then tell Willie I want him.
Certainly, Mum.
Who's Willie?
Willie?
Name of Mossop, but I assure you if there's anything wrong, I'm capable of making the man suffer for it.
You, Mossop?
Yes, Mum.
You made these boots?
Aye, I made them last week.
Take that. Read it.
I'm trying.
Bless the man. Can't you read?
It's the italics which makes it difficult for him, Mrs. Hepworth.
Now listen to me, my man. I'm particular about what I put on my feet.
I assure you this shall not occur again, Mrs. Hepworth.
What shan't?
I don't know.
Then hold your tongue. Now, Mossop, I've tried every shop in Manchester, and these are the best made pair of boots I've ever had. Now, you make my boots in future. You hear that, Hobson?
Of course he shall.
You keep that card, Mossop. And don't you dare to leave here and go to another shop without letting me know where you are.
Oh, he won't make a change.
How do you know? The man's a treasure, and I expect you underpay him.
That'll do, Willie. You can go.
Yes.
He's like a rabbit.
Can I take your order for another pair of boots, Mrs. Hepworth?
No, not yet, young woman. I shall send my daughters here, and mind, that man's to make the boots.
Certainly, Mrs. Hepworth.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Hepworth. Very glad to have had the honor of serving you, madam. What does she want to praise a workman to his face for?
Happily deserved it.
Deserved be blood. Making him uppish now.
Are you coming over, Henry?
I am.
Dinner's at 1 o'clock, remember?
Now, look here, Maggie. I set the hours in this house. It's 1 o'clock dinner because I say it is, not because you do.
Yes, Father.
And so long as that's clear, I'll go.
Dinner's at past. That'll give him half an hour.
Female perversity comes from leading an indoor life. Morning. Women think they're important because they're bossing kitchen. Hello.
Oh,
Front. How do you do?
Frederick,
Yes, Father?
you see where Hobson's going?
Yes, Father.
There's a small spark of decency in that man that's telling him at this very moment that my eye's on him.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, Henry.
Morning, Henry.
Up late this morning, Henry.
How were detained? More.
You're doing a good class of trade, Henry. Carriage spoke now, eh?
Good health. I'd be in better health if it weren't for you. Do you think I pay you to dress my daughters up like French poodles? You'll be £15 a year worse off for this.
Now, Henry, this is not the language of friends, and I hope we're all friends here.
I own I'm a bit short today. But I've cause to be an old Sam. You've got daughters. Do yours worry you?
Nay, they mostly do as I bid 'em, and Mrs. does leathering if they don't.
Aye. A wife's a handy thing, and I wish mine was still alive. I do. I know what you're thinking, but I do. I felt grateful when my Mary fell on rest, but I can see now that I made a mistake. The dominion of one woman is paradise to the dominion of three.
You want to get 'em wed, Henry?
I've thought of that, but the trouble is to find men.
Men are common enough.
I'd like my daughters to wed temperance young men, Devon.
Good heavens.
You must keep your demands within reasonable limits, Henry. You've got 3 daughters to provide husbands for.
2, Jim, 2.
2?
Maggie's too useful to part with. Aye. And she's a bit on ripe side for marrying, is our Maggie.
Right. I've known them do it when they're twice their age.
still leaving Maggie out. You've still got 2.
What'll do to start with, I've noticed that if you get one marriage in a family, it goes through a lot like measles.
Well, now we're getting down to business. We know what we want. We want one young man, and we want him temperance. Question is, Henry, how are you prepared to go?
Oh, I'll put my hand down for the wedding do, all right.
A warm man like you will have to do more than pay for a wedding do, Henry. What's the price of an outfit, Tudsbury?
Oh, I could do him a lady's trousseau for £60.
And then there'll be settlements.
Settlements?
Marriage settlements, Henry.
Me pay marriage settlements.
500 apiece for temperance folk.
500?
You have to bait your hook to catch fish, Henry.
Then I'll none go fishing. They can stay single and lump it. Settlements, indeed.
You save the keep.
They work for that and they're none of them big eaters.
And the wages?
Wages? Do you think I pay my own daughters wages? I'm not a fool.
Then it's all off.
From the moment you breathed the word settlements, Jim, it were dead off. There'll be no marriages in my house.
Father!
Aye?
No self-respecting, decent man will marry us without settlements. It's expected from a man like you.
Is it? Then I'll thwart their expectations.
Father?
Get back into shop, lot of you. Oh, they'll soon get over it, Maggie.
I'm making plans. And a husband's included in them.
What?
1, 2, 3 Sundays for calling the banns. Any time after that, when we get a fine day, I shall be wed. Me, Father.
I'll tell you something, Maggie, that's maybe news to you. If you're counting on a settlement from me, you're on wrong horse, my lass.
Nay, I'm not. I want no settlement.
I should think not, neither. What's his name?
His name? I'll tell you when I've got him.
I'm counting chickens before they're hatched. Maggie, you nearly frightened. I never knew an old maid yet that hadn't a husband coming along in a month. I'll admit you gave me a shock when you broke news, but I know it caused you to fret myself. I don't mind you having these fancies, Maggie. Fancies are valuable for keeping females quiet and content. Go get back in shop. It's a great relief to know that your mind's taken up with ideas. I thought at first it was taken up with a real man. Good night, Maggie.
Good night, Father. Willie?
Yes, Miss Maggie?
Come up.
I haven't finished yet, Miss Maggie.
Come up. Come with me. Shut the door. Come here. Show me your hands, Willie.
They're dirty.
Aye, they're dirty, but they're clever. They can shape the leather like no other man's that's ever come into the shop. Who taught you, Willie?
Why, Miss Maggie, I learnt my trade here.
Hobson's never taught you to make boots the way you do.
I've had no other teacher.
I needed none. When are you going to leave Hobson's?
Leave Hobson's? I thought I gave satisfaction.
Don't you want to leave?
Not me. I've been at Hobson's all my life. I'm not leaving till I'm made to.
Don't you want to get on, Will Mossop? You know the wages you could get in one of the big shops in Manchester.
I'd be feared to go in one of them fine places.
What keeps you here?
I don't know. I'm used to being here.
Do you know what keeps this business on its legs? Two things. One's the good boots you make that sell themselves. The other's the bad boots other people make and I sell. We had a pair, Will Mossop.
You're a wonder in shop, Miss Maggie.
You're a marvel in the workshop. Well?
Well, what?
It seems to me to point one way.
What way is that?
You're leaving me to do all the work, my lad.
I I think I'll be getting back to my stool, Miss Maggie.
You'll go when I've done with you. I've been watching you for a long time. And everything I've seen, I've liked. I think you'll do for me.
What way, Miss Maggie?
Will Mossop? You're my man.
But I never...
I know you never. Or it wouldn't be left for me to do a job like this.
I'll sit down. I'm feeling queer, like. What does want me for?
To invest in. You're a business idea in the shape of a man.
But I've no head for business at all.
But I have. My brain and your hands will make a working partnership.
Partnership? Hey, that's different. I thought you were asking me to wed you.
I am.
Well, by gum. And you the master's daughter.
I'll tell you something, Willie. It's a poor sort of woman that will stay lazy when she sees her best chance slipping from her.
I'm your best chance?
You are that, Will.
Well, by gum. I never thought of this.
Think of it now.
I am doing. Only it blows a bit too sudden to think very clear.
You're going to wed me, Will?
Nay. Really, I can't do that, Miss Maggie. I can see I'm disturbing your arrangements like, but I'll be glad if you'll put this notion from you.
When I make arrangements, my lad, they're not for upsetting. You're walking out with me, Peel Park, Sunday.
Peel Park? But folks'll think...
Thinking won't hurt them. You can go home now, Willie.
I've come.
I told you to come.
Who's that?
William Mossop,
Who's William Mossop?
our boot hand.
You're a natural-born genius at making boots. It's a pity you're a natural fool at all else.
I'm not much use at art but leather, and that's a fact. I saw River Clean once, Sunday school outing up on moors.
Will, we'll have the first bands called next Sunday.
Nay, I've a great respect for you, Miss Maggie. But when it comes to marrying, I'm bound to tell you I'm none in love with you.
I've got the love, all right.
Well, I've not, and that's honest.
We'll get along without it.
But what will Master say?
He'll say a lot, but he can say it. Makes no difference to me.
Much better not upset him.
I'm the judge of that.
Oh. But what makes it so desperate awkward is there's another woman.
There's what?
I'm talking to Ada Figgins.
Then you'll get loose, and quick. Who's Ada Figgins?
I'm the lodger at her mother's.
Not that sandy-haired girl that brings you dinner.
She's golden-haired, is Ada?
Where is it?
You'll not go there.
Won't I? I'll soon clean this up.
I'd really rather wed Ada, Maggie, if it's all the same to you. She's a terrible rough side to her tongue as Mrs. Figgins. Hobson's coming.
Miss Hobson?
That's Mrs. Figgins, Miss Maggie.
I know.
You know Ada?
Aye, I do. I want a word with you, young woman.
Yes, Miss Hobson.
What's all this with you and him?
Ada, I was trying
You
to...
hold your rush. This is for me and her to settle. Young woman, you're treading on my foot.
Me, Miss Hobson?
They're talking him and her. We're all very happy about it.
Aye, he looks happy. Take a look at him, Ada. Take a good look. Not much for two women to fall out over, is there?
Maybe it's not much to look at, Miss Hobson, but he's the man she's going to marry.
That's right.
That's funny. I can say it same.
You?
You, Miss Hobson?
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Ada, and by gum, she'll have me from you if you don't be careful.
Willie, you wait outside.
By look of things, you'll come back to us here.
Don't lose your temper, Mrs.
Lose my temper? I'll do more than lose my temper when I get my hands on him.
What's your idea of his future, Ada?
I'll tell you his future. He'll win our Ada and work for Adam here.
And remain an 18-shilling-a-week boot hand for the rest of his life.
And what's wrong with that?
I'll tell you.
And what do you think you're going to do with him, my fine lady?
Will Mossop is a good man. As meek and fine as I'm strong
Fine,
and hard.
I don't know.
Aye, fine. And he can shape and fashion leather like no other man in Lancashire. A man who can do that can go right on to the top. And what he lacks in business brains and sense, I'll supply him with. I love that man, and I'm going to work for him.
That! Got a nose to the brass, have you? I'll learn you to carry on with that until under the nose of my Ada. Yeah, what are you doing?
If you as much as lay one finger on either of us, I'll have the law on you for assault. Come on, Willie.
Have the law on me, she says. We'll have the law on you, my fine lady.
It's daylight robbery.
Common thief. My girl's been betrayed.
Look at him. Slinking away with his fancy bits.
Bringing that dirty, creepy dodger here. As though it was something we should kiss the yard, paper floor.
You just wait till that soda comes back here tonight.
Where are we going now?
We're going round to Tubby's. You're going to stay with him from now on.
You mean I'm not to go back there? Never no more?
You're never going back there again, Will.
It's like a happy dream.
Now you can kiss me, Will.
Well, that's forcing things a bit and all, Miss Maggie.
We won't get a proper chance back there at Tubby's.
But right here in street?
Come on, lad. Get it over.
But it's like saying I agree to everything a kiss is. Nay, I couldn't.
Where's Maggie?
Just come in.
She is late.
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Tea ready?
Kettle's not boiled yet. What's this with you and Willie?
I'm going to marry him. Pass the tea, Alice.
You're going to marry Will Mossop?
You must have taken leave of your senses. Is there supposed to be some disgrace in him?
You ask Father if there's disgrace.
Now, look here, Maggie. Things are bad enough without you spoiling our chances. I'll not do that. Father said get wed, and you will.
Do you think Albert will wed me with Mossop for brother-in-law?
If Albert's got any sense, he'd be proud to. What you do touches us.
What's this?
You'll have your tea in a minute, Father. If they've nothing to say. We've a lot to say.
You always have. You pair of chattering magpies. Maggie's got more sense in her little finger than the two of you put together.
Don't lose your temper with them, Father. Happen you'll need it when Vicky speaks.
What's Vicky been up to now?
I've done nothing, Father. It's about Will Mossop.
Will?
Yes. What's your opinion of Will, Father?
Well, he's a decent enough lad. I've naught against him that I know of.
Would you like him in the family?
Whose family?
Yours.
I'm going to marry Will, Father. That's what all fuss is about.
Marry? You, Mossop?
You thought me past the marrying age. I'm not, that's all.
Will Mossop, me boot hand? Have you lost your senses, girl?
It's news to me with snobs in Salford.
His father was a workhouse brat, a Cumbie chance.
I'm having Willie Mossop. I've to settle my life's course, and a good course too, so think on.
I won't have it, Maggie. I'd be the laughing stock of the place if I... Outside, you two. Do you hear, Maggie? I won't have it. Why, it isn't decent at your time of life.
I'm 30, and I'm going to marry Willie Mossop. And now I'll tell you my terms.
Terms?
You'll pay my man, Will Mossop, the same wages as before. As for me, I've given you the better part of 20 years' work without wages. I'll work 8 hours a day in future, and you'll pay me 15 shillings for the week.
Do you think I'm made of brass?
You'll soon be made of less than you are if you let Willie go. And if Willie goes, I go. That's what you've got to face.
I might face that, Maggie. Shop hands are cheap.
Cheap ones are cheap. I'm value to you. So's my man. And you can boast it in the Moonrakers that your daughter Maggie's made the strangest, finest match a woman's made this 50 year. Now you can put your hand in your pocket and do what I propose.
Propose? I'll tell you what I propose.
Yes, Mr. Robson?
Come on.
Yes, Mr. Robson.
You've taken up with our Maggie, I hear.
Nay, I've not. She's done taking up.
Well, either way, Willie, you've fallen on misfortune. Love's led you astray, and I feel bound to put you right.
I'm watching you, my lad.
Now, mind, Willie, you can keep your job. I don't bear malice, but you've got an ailment, and I've got the cure. We'll beat the love from your body, and every morning you come here to work with love still sitting in you, you'll get a leathering.
You'll not beat loving me. You're making a great mistake, Mr. Robson.
You'll put aside your weakness for my Maggie if you've a liking for a sound skin.
I was none wanting thy Maggie. It was her that was after me. But I tell you this, Mr. Robson, if you touch me with that belt, I'll take her quick and stick to her like glue.
There's never one answer to that kind of talk, my lad.
And I have no but one answer back. Maggie, I've none kiss you yet. I shirked before, but by gum, I'll kiss you now. And if Mr. Robson raises up that belt again, I'll do more. I'll walk straight out of shop with thee, and us two will sit out by ourselves.
I knew you had it in you.
Come on, lass.
Oh, Willie. awful.
I must apologise to Mr. Hobson. I don't know what came over me to front the master as I did.
I came over you. Look sharp now, we've got to get you on the tram. Give me that card Mrs. Hepworth gave you.
What does want it for?
Well, if we're going to set up on our own, we shall want capital.
Capital? What's capital?
Good morning, Miss Hobson. You're out early.
Good morning, Mrs. Hepworth.
Morning, Mum.
Why, you're the man who made the boots. Come and sit down. Now, what is it you want?
You said he wasn't to make a change without letting you know. Well, he's making a change. He's asked me to marry him.
I congratulate you on your choice, Mossop. But I referred to a change in your employment.
Is he's changing that and all? That's what he's come about. He's setting up on his own and needs £100 to start him off.
£100?
Does he? Well, he won't miss anything for fear of speaking out.
He's the gift of making boots, and I've the gift of selling them. There's brass in boots, Mrs. Hepworth. And we could pay you your money back plus 20% in a year from now.
What security can you give me?
Him. He's a security. He's the best bootmaker in Lancashire. And the more you tell your friends about him, the more secure you'll be.
£100? That means to say yon bit of paper she gave you means all that?
It does. Now, we've got to get a move on. We've a lot to do this morning. We've a shop to find, some bits of furniture to pick up cheap, the bands to see about, and some leather and tools to buy. I reckon we'll start with the shop.
What do you want the place for?
The boot shop and the living room.
Oh.
What's the rent?
10 shillings a week.
We shall be needing some bed linen. I'll buy it from you, if we come to terms. I'll give you 5 shillings a week.
Well, I might take 7 and 6pence.
There's £2 for 8 weeks' rent in advance. Is it a bargain?
It is. I'll try and move all this stuff out of your way tomorrow.
This shop's opening at 6 in the morning. We'll take your coat off. I'm going out. And if this place isn't clear by the time I'm back, you'll meet with trouble.
So I said to them, I no temper, mind you. I said, if you can't come to your senses and behave in a responsible manner, out you go. And out they went. Do you know what happened then? The great lover goes past me so fast to keep clear of the business end of me boot that he goes ass over tip off pavement. Same again all round, Sam.
It's his daughter.
I know.
I'll give that loving pair 3 months and they'll be back begging in my doorstep like a whipped dog and a whipped...
Shall I say it for you, Henry?
They haven't got a brass farthing between them.
I've just done a job for them.
What did you say?
To print and deliver 500 of these leaflets. Had to be done tonight. They paid on the nail, too.
What to say, Henry? Shame.
All right, I got plenty more. She told me I was to give one to all the folks I could find at every opportunity. Good aid for business, your daughter. Takes after you, I suppose.
See, your name's mentioned, Henry.
Little Hobson's a challenge. That's a good advertisement.
Advertisement? Talk. Moonshine with naught behind it. Love's gone to the Reds. They've got sick fancies. Now, let's keep sense of proportion. The brains around this table know there's more to setting up a business than handing round bits of paper. Aye. Aye.
Time you were getting round to Tubby's. You can deliver these leaflets on your way round in the morning. I shall be expecting you. Come 6 o'clock.
Well, good night, Maggie. It's been a grand day, and
You great soft thing. Good morning, Alice.
Maggie, you here?
I thought I'd just stop in. Where's Father?
He's out, and lucky for you he is.
Well, you can give him this when he comes in. It's an invitation to our wedding tomorrow and a bit of supper afterwards. I expect you all to be there.
Then you can go on expecting.
Now, you've no need to take that tone with me, Alice. I've given you my word. I'll put things straight for you.
Good morning, Miss Maggie.
Good morning, Tubby. Oh, Alice, there's some brass rings in that drawer. You can sell me one.
Maggie, what are you doing here?
I'm buying a ring. No. Oh, this one'll do. Nice fit.
You're not taking it for that.
Well, and me are not throwing our money around. There's fourpence for the ring. Gather it up, Alice.
I did with a brass ring. A ring out of stock.
They're always out of someone's stock. Alice, you haven't entered that sale in your book. Now, I expect you both tomorrow, mind. I'll not be wed without my sisters there.
Goodbye, Miss Maggie.
Goodbye, Tubby.
Well, I must say Put this in his bedroom. I'll not give it to him.
Well, we're all worked up, Miss Alice. At Master'll play old Harry if he comes in and finds us doing naughty at workroom. What shall we start on?
I don't know, but do something. I'm not stopping you.
No, and you're not telling me either. Of course, we can go on making clogs for stock if you like.
Then you'd better.
All right. If clogs are your orders, Miss Alice.
You suggested it.
I made the remark.
You don't help us much for an intelligent foreman.
When you've told me what to do, I'll use my intelligence and see it's done proper.
What is it, Tubby? Out wrong?
I've just been giving him his orders, Father.
Orders? You're supposed to give him his orders in the morning, not at dinner time. Well, get back down now and start doing what she told you. And Luke, sharp! Vicky!
Yes, Father?
Dinner! What's that?
Jellied tongue, Father.
Don't make jokes about food. We have roast pork Mondays.
Well, it's called tongue today, Father. You made me the cook.
I put you in place of cook. Thou's not made a cook yet, my lass.
I'm not hanging over the stove all day. I've got my Lukes to think of.
Thou's got naught to think of but providing me with my rightful home comforts. What's for pudding?
Rhubarb.
Alice? Why is my dinner no dinner?
I can't help it. I've got the shop to look after, and that's a full-time job. You can't expect us to fill Maggie's place and our own.
I've got all the housework to do. Do you expect 2 pairs of hands to do the work of 3?
I'm busy enough keeping the books and
There
figures.
are beds to
I can't
make and
worry about
floors
your
to clean
dinner.
them out, manage to cook the dinner
Now stop!
off.
I'll not listen to any more. 3 weeks I've stood on this perversity, disobedience, incompetence, and bad cooking, and I'll not stand it anymore. I'm going to where I can get comfort, good food, and the respect that's due to me. I'm going to Moonrakers, and I shall not be back till late tonight.
Thinking things over, I'm not surprised for one. Mind you, I could see it coming with Maggie. She's a sharp and grasping nature.
And what she got out of? Salford's brightest orb. Can't read, can't write.
Maggie never had no sense of style. Now, the two's quite different.
You mean they're out to catch the eye in Tudsbury's latest?
Vicky doesn't need a bustle for that.
My friend. And a wonderful little band you are. Tudsbury, the expert on women, just because he spends his life fitting on their petticoats. You're naught but an old woman yourself, Tudsbury.
Now, Henry.
As for you, you're naught but a shadow. Our old Maggie saw through you years ago, totting at me heels, buttering me up with your yes, Henry, and your no, Henry, all for its sake of 3 drinks you get. Looking for pink rats, Denton? Your biggest old soak in Salford. You're rotten with alcohol. Rotten as the fish you sell at Mondays.
Now then, Henry, that's enough of that.
Fish, that's what I am. Big fish, little pond. It's a stinking little pond, and I'm getting out of it.
No ill feeling, gentlemen, I hope. We all know Henry. Once wedding's over, tomorrow you'll feel better.
As for you, Sam Minns, my Mary always said you were a robber, and you are. Systematic
Henry!
swindling, that's what it is. We all of us pay too much for drinks once we've had a few. Poor old Denton hasn't had right change for 20 years. I'm off.
Oh, God.
Are you coming to my wedding with a face like that?
You let me in and perhaps your face will be like mine. It's your father. He's asleep in our cellar.
Oh, come in. That won't upset my face. Well, go on.
Well, I can't leave him there any longer. If the old man finds him, you know what'll happen. Him being temperance and all. It'll be the end of Vicky and me. He may wake up at any moment.
When he's like this, he'll sleep till midday, cellar or no cellar.
What are you smiling at?
Well, in the first place, it's my wedding day. And in the second, I think I've got an idea. I'll be ready in a moment. You might well look surprised, Will. A lot's gone on this morning.
Morning, Miss Alice. Miss Vicky.
You call them Alice and Vicky now, Will?
No, he doesn't.
Now listen. You two had better get this straight. We've come to an arrangement this morning, and if you want your Albert and you want your Freddie, you'll be respectful to my Willie. Isn't that right, Albert?
Yes, it's quite right, Alice.
Good. Now you can both kiss Willie for your brother-in-law to be.
Oh, well, I'd as soon not put them to the trouble.
Stand still, Will. They're making up their minds to it.
It's under protest.
Protest, but kiss. Good. It's your turn now, Vicky. You to kiss him hearty now.
Freddie.
Do as she says, Vicky.
Here's the ring. Your best man.
Oh.
Now go along. I'll see you all inside. I want to have a word with Willie. How you feeling, lad?
My mind's made up. I've got wrote up to point. I'm ready.
It's church we're going to, not dentists.
I know. You get rid of somewhat at dentists, but it's taking somewhat on to go to church with a wench.
Listen, Will. I've a respect for church. Parson's going to ask you if you'll have me. And you'll either answer truthfully or not at all.
I'll tell him yes.
And truthfully?
Yes, Maggie. I'm resigned. You're growing on me. I'll toe the line with you.
Thank you.
Henry Hobson.
Right.
I think they ought to say something.
Come on, Willie.
Come on, Willie. Let's hear you, Willie.
Come on, have a speech. It's a very great pleasure to us to see you here tonight. It's an honor you do us. And I assure you, speaking for my wife, as well as myself, that the...
Generous.
Why, that's right. That the generous warmth of the sentiments expressed by Mr. Beanstalk and so enthusiastically seconded... No, I've gotten that wrong road round. Expressed by Mr. Prosser and seconded by Mr. Beanstalk will never be forgotten by either my life partner or self. and I'd like to drink this toast to you in my own house. Our guests, and may they soon be married soon themselves.
Yeah.
Our guests.
Hooray! Speech indeed.
I'm free throwing. You took me by surprise, Will.
Who taught you, Willie?
I've been learning a lot lately. Maggie's schooling me.
Now, Will, we better be getting cleared away, ready for Father. Oh, come on.
What makes you so sure he'll come?
He'll be wanting advice, and he certainly won't go to a lawyer. It's getting dark, so he'll judge it's safe to come without being seen.
I'm a bit nervous.
You've no need to worry. When he comes, you're all to go into the bedroom and stay there until you're cold. I'll manage the rest. Get busy with the washing up, Will.
Yes, Maggie.
And you and Freddie can just lend him a hand.
Eh?
Maggie, they're guests.
I know, but Albert laughed at Willie, and washing up will maybe make him think it's not allowed.
It's Father.
No, not you, Will. Come and sit down. And remember, you're the master here.
Well, Maggie,
Well, Father?
I'll come in.
Well, I don't know about that. I shall have to ask the master first.
The master?
Will, it's me father. Is he to come in?
Aye, let him come in. I'm right glad to see you, Mr. Robson. It makes the wedding day complete, like you being a father and...
That'll do, Will. You don't need to overdo it. Give me that, Father. You can sit down. You're a bit late for the wedding, do, but we're very glad to see you just the same.
Piece of pork pie, Mr. Robson.
Pork pie.
Well, you're going to be sociable now you're here, I hope.
It wasn't sociability that brought me here, Maggie. I'm in trouble.
Well, having a piece of wedding cake will do you good.
That's sweet.
That's natural in cake. I'll allow it's foolishness, but I've a mind to see my father sitting at my table eating my wedding cake on my wedding day.
Now, Maggie, I'm none proud of the choice you made, but I've shaken your husband's hand. That's a sign for you.
Well, here's your cake, and you can eat it.
Now, I've given you my word. There's no ill feeling.
Well, now we'll have the deed.
You're a hard woman. Pass me that tea. That's easier. Maggie, it's a very serious thing I've come about.
Then I'll leave you alone with my husband to talk it over. You can discuss it man to man with no fools of women about. Give me a call when you're finished, Will.
Maggie, it's private.
Private from Will? Nay, it isn't. Will's in the family now.
I'm to tell you this with him there.
Will and me's one.
Sit down, Mr. Robson.
You call him father now?
Do I?
Does he?
He does. Sit down, Will. Now then, Father, if you're ready, we are. It's an action for trespass and damages, I see.
It's a stab in the back. It's an unfair, un-English way of taking a mean advantage of a casual accident.
Did you trespass?
Maggie, I had an accident. I don't deny it. I'd been at Moonrakers. I'd stayed too long. I fell in that cellar. I slept in that cellar, and I awoke to this catastrophe. Lawyers, law costs, publicity, ruin and bankruptcy. I've hated lawyers all my life, and they've got me in the end. I'm in their grip at last. They'll squeeze me dry for it.
My word, and that's somewhat like a squeeze and all.
I can see it's serious. I shouldn't wonder if you didn't lose some trade through this.
Wonder? It's as certain as Christmas. My good class customers are not going to buy their boots from a man who stood up in open court and had to acknowledge he was overcome in a public street.
Do you think it'll get in paper, Maggie?
Ah, you'll see your name in Salford Reporter, Father.
Salford Reporter? When ruin and disaster overwhelm a man of my importance, it's reported in Manchester Guardian for the whole country to read.
Hey, by gum, think of that. Why, it's very near worthwhile to be ruined for pleasure of reading about yourself in printed paper.
It's there for others to read beside myself, my lad.
Aye, you're right. This'll give a lot of satisfaction to many as I could name. Other people's troubles is mostly what folks read paper for. And I reckon it's twice the pleasure to 'em when it's trouble of a man they know themselves.
To hear you talk, it sounds like a pleasure to you.
Nay, it's not. But I always think it's best to look on the worst side of things first. There's St. Philip's now. I don't suppose you'll go on being vicar's warden after this to do. And it brought you a powerful lot of customers from the church, did that?
I'm getting a lot of comfort from your husband, Maggie.
And it's what you deserve.
Have you got any more consolation for me, Will?
I only spoke what came into my mind.
Have you spoken it all?
I can keep my mouth shut if you'd rather.
And I don't strain yourself, Will Mossop. When a man's mind is full of thoughts like yours, they're better out than in.
I'm sorry, but I thought you came here for advice.
Not from you, you jumped-up cock-open.
That'll do, Father. My husband's trying to help you.
Yes, Maggie.
Now, about this accident of yours. It's the publicity you're afraid of most.
It's being brought into a court of law at all.
Then we must keep it out of court.
That won't be so easy. It's a lawyer's job to squeeze a man and squeeze him where he's squirming seen most. In court.
Now, I'll tell you something, Father. I expected you tonight.
You expected me?
Yes. I knew about this action this morning, and I knew to bring it to me. So I arranged for the interested parties to be present.
Parties?
Aye. You can settle it here. Mr. Prosser? Mr. Beanstalk? Father, this is Mr. Prosser of Prosser, Pilkington and Prosser.
Evening, Mr. Dobson.
Are you a lawyer?
Yes, I'm a lawyer.
At your age.
This is Mr. Frederick Beanstalk, representing plaintiffs.
How do you do, sir?
Do?
Sit down, Father. There. Mr. Prosser? Mr. Beanstalk?
Thanks very much.
There.
Shall we get to business, sir?
Young man, don't abuse a noble word.
Now, my client informs me that he's quite prepared to settle this matter out of court. Personally, I don't advise him to, because we should probably get higher damages in court.
Yes, you blood-sucking, money-grabbing...
One moment, Mr. Dobson. You can call me what you like.
And I shall, you prepped up.
But I wish to inform you for your own interests that abuse of a lawyer is remembered in costs. Now, my client has no desire to be vindictive. He remembers your position, your reputation for respectability, and...
How much?
I beg your pardon?
I'm not so fond of the sound of your voice as you are. What's the figure?
The sum we propose, which includes my ordinary costs, but not any additional costs incurred by your use of defamatory language to me, is £1,000.
What?
By gum.
Albert Prosser, I can see you're going to get on in the world, but you needn't be greedy here. 1,000's too much.
We thought...
You can think again.
But...
If there are any more signs of greediness from you two, there'll be a counteraction for personal damages due to your criminal carelessness in leaving the cellar flap open.
Maggie, you've saved me. I'll bring that action. I'll show them up.
Well, you're not damaged, and you'd have to go into court to prove it. I know what my father can afford, and it isn't anything like £1,000.
Now, not so much if you can't afford, Maggie. You'll make me out a pauper.
You can afford 500, and you're going to pay 500.
Can we take it as settled, then?
Do you want to see the money before you believe me? Is that your nasty lawyer's way?
Not at all, Mr. Robson.
Good.
I don't see what's good about it. It's a tidy sum of money to be going out of the family.
It isn't going out of the family, Father.
I don't see how you make that out.
You can come out, both of you. It's all settled.
Where did they come from?
My bedroom.
Maggie, I wish you'd explain before my brain gives way.
It's quite simple, Father. They're going to be married.
Married?
Yes, Father.
You wanted the girls off your hands, and here's a pair of young men who'll take them for you.
That's very kind of them, but I think you've made a slight miscalculation, my lass. I have the painful duty of reminding you two young ladies of a little question of marriage settlements. Now, I've got the measure of these two footpads, and if they think they can get settlements out of me, when I've just been tricked into giving them 500...
250 apiece, Father.
Do you mean to tell me?
Now, you won't forget you've passed your word, will you, Father?
I've been diddled.
It clears the shop of all those fools of women that used to get in your way.
Aye, and they can stay out of my way, do you hear that, all of you? I'll run that shop with men, and I'll show Salford how it should be run. And I'm not blind yet, and I can see who 'tis I've got to thank for this. I'm sorry for you, Will Mossop. Taken all in all, you're best in bunch. You're a backward lad, but you know your trade, and it's an honest one. Aye, you may grin, you two, but you wait till the families begin to come.
Father!
Aye, you'll know what marrying a woman means before very long. I've suffered 30 years and more, and I'm a free man today.
Oh, Maggie, thank you.
You're welcome, love.
It's settled, hooray! Vicky.
Well, time we were going.
Oh, yes. You'll be glad to see the back of us. No, I wouldn't dream of asking you to go.
Then I would. It's about time we turned you out. Come and get your things.
I don't see why you need to go away so soon.
Why not?
Well, I'm fond of a bit of company. Do you want company on your wedding night? Well, I've not been married before, you see, and I freely own I'm feeling awkward like.
You've been engaged to her, haven't you?
Aye, but it weren't for long. And you see, Maggie's not the sort you get familiar with.
Good night,
Will.
Good night. Good night, Maggie. Good night, Maggie.
Good night, Will.
Thank you.
Oh, have you got my hat, Alice? Thank you very much. We'll see you winning, Maggie.
I'll be too glad for us afterwards.
Oh, no, Maggie, we won't.
I will be catching up with you before long. We're only starting here. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'll tell you something, Will. In a few years' time, you're going to be thought more of than either of your brothers-in-law.
Well, I don't know. They have a long start on us.
Aye, but you got me. Now, your slate's in bedroom. Bring it out. I'll have the table cleared by the time you get back. Oh, let me see it first. That's what you did last night at Tubby's. Yes, your writing's improving, Will. I'll just set you a short copy for tonight because it's getting late. There is always room at the top. There. Now you can copy that. I think I'll throw these flowers to Mrs. Epworth's away, Will. We'll not be wanting litter come working time tomorrow. I thought I'd press it in my Bible for a keepsake, Will. I'm not beyond liking to be reminded of this day. Oh, I'm tired. I reckon I'll leave Potts till morning. It's a slackish way of starting, but I don't get married every day. Well, I'm for bed. You finish one copy before you come.
Yes, Maggie?
I'm ready. You get to work, my lad. You'll have your breakfast as soon as it's made. A customer. Good morning, madam.
Morning, Mum.
Good morning. A pair of bootlaces, please.
Certainly, madam. That'll be 1 penny, madam.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, Mum.
By gum.
Willie? Willie? Oh, where have you been?
I'm going to give you a shock.
I doubt it.
I've just paid out £120.
What?
To Mrs. Epworth. That's her capital plus 20%. There's the receipt. We can do without her now.
It looks as though you can do without me, too.
Maggie, I've thought to please you.
You do, you do. Only I like to have a finger in the pie.
God knows you made the whole pie, Maggie. I meant to give you a little surprise.
It's all right, lad. I'm not complaining.
It's New Year's Eve, and we can start tomorrow with a clean slate. You know, I feel quite intoxicated.
We've enough of that in the family, especially on New Year's Eve. Come on, my lad. Get out of that best coat and help me get some supper.
That's the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jim. Oh, Jim.
Henry. What is it, lad? Bit of a liver attack, maybe.
Worse than that, Jim. It's worse than
Here, come on, back into bed. Come on. That's it. The doctor will soon be here.
I'm seeing no doctor in bed. I'll face him downstairs. Get me my clothes.
You had a breakdown this morning?
Aye.
Hold your hands out. And do you honestly require me to tell you the cause, Mr. Hobson?
I'm paying the brass to tell me.
Chronic alcoholism, if you know what I mean.
Aye.
A serious case.
I know it's serious. You're not here to tell me what I already know. You're here to cure me.
Have you a wife, Mr. Hobson? In bed?
Higher than that.
A pity. A man like you should keep a wife handy.
I'm not so partial to women. Now, you stop that. None of your druggies smoke for me. I'm particular what I put in my stomach.
Mr. Hobson, if you don't mend your manners, I shall certify ye. Are you aware that you have drunk yourself within 6 months of the grave? This morning you had a warning that any sane man would listen to, and you're going to listen to it, sir.
Be taking your prescription.
Precisely. And you shall practice total abstinence in the future.
Are you asking me to give up my reasonable refreshment?
I forbid alcohol, absolutely.
If I'm to be beaten by drink, I'll die fighting. Life's got to be worth living before I live it.
If that's the way you talk, my services are no use to you.
All right, I'm not. I'll pay you 1 nail for this.
I congratulate you on the impulse.
What are you doing under my roof?
I've come because I was fetched.
Oh,
by
fetched you?
Tubby Wadlow.
Tubby can quit my shop this minute.
Sit down, man.
He said you were dangerously ill.
He is, Mrs.
Mossop.
Your father is drinking himself to death.
Now, look here, Doctor. What's passed between you and me isn't for everybody's ears.
Go on. I'd like to hear it all.
Nasty-minded curiosity.
I don't agree with you, Mr. Hobson. You're a dunder-headed lump of obstinacy, but I have taken a fancy to you, and I decline to let you kill yourself. Can I have a word with you in private, please, Mrs. Mossop? Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Hobson. Oh, and a Happy New Year to you.
Well, out with it.
It seems you're not to be trusted on your own anymore, Father. Alice or Vicky will have to come and look after you.
I paid £500 to get rid of them. What about you?
It's out of the question. Alice and Vicky have got time on their hands. Will and me have got a business to run. I'm off now to see Alice and Vicky. We'll all be back here later this afternoon. And you'd better put a collar on in case Will comes.
Put a collar on for Will Mossop? I think you've lost your sense of proportion, my girl.
I'll have him treated with respect. I'll be back at 1 o'clock. And now I'm going back there to get things tidied up. You put your best coat on and your new hat, and I shall expect you there at 1 o'clock.
Yes, Maggie.
And remember, you can take a high hand with Alice and Vicky.
Aye.
And with Father and all. He's not too ill to stand it.
I'm a bit short of practice at taking a high hand with Mr. Hobson.
You can do it, love.
Aye. I'll do you credit, lass.
Morning, Miss Alice.
You might have waited till after dark.
Darkness won't hide what the whole street knows already. I told you it's a different place from when we used to live here. Come in.
Morning, Alice. Morning, Vicky. Where's Father?
Upstairs.
Well, go and bring him down and look sharp. I'm busier at my shop than what they are at his.
Yes, Willie.
Aye, it used to be a good business in its day, too, did Hobson's.
What on earth do you mean? It's a good business still.
If you'd not married into the law, Alice, you realise what the value of your father's business is today in trading circles. Vicky ought to know. Her husband's in trade.
My Fred in trade
Well, isn't he?
is in the wholesale. That's business, not trade. And the value of Father's shop is no concern of yours, Will Mossop. What are you doing?
I'm looking over the stock. If I'm to come into a thing, I like to know what I'm coming into.
You are coming here to look after Father.
Maggie can do that with one hand tied behind her back. I'll look after the business.
Will Mossop, do you know who you're talking to?
Aye, me wife's young sisters.
He's been drinking. Now listen, Alice, we've got to be careful. What do you mean? Luke. Suppose Father gets worse and they're here. Yes. Can't you see what I'm thinking? Well, go on. It's so difficult to say. Well, say it. He might leave them all his money.
Willie, Father's down.
Hello, Father.
Alice.
Father, you're ill.
Vicky, my baby. Oh, it's nice to know that I've daughters that care for me.
Of course we care. Come and sit down, Father. You're looking all right. You've quite a colour.
Now, look here, Alice. I'm very ill and I need someone to look after me.
They know all about it, Father.
Then which one is it to be?
It can't be me in my circumstances.
What circumstances? What are you whispering about?
She's expecting. But I don't see how that rules you out. It could happen to any of us.
Maggie.
Well, what's the matter? It does happen to married women, and we're all married.
Well, I say it ought to be Maggie, Father. She's the eldest.
And I say...
Morning, Father. I'm sorry to hear you're not so well.
I'm a changed man, Will.
There used to be room for improvement.
Sit down, Father.
Aye. Well, don't let's be too long about this. My time's valuable. I'm busy at my shop.
Is your shop more important than my life?
I'm worrited about your life because it worries Maggie. But I'm none worrited that bad I'll see my business suffer for the sake of you.
This is not what I've a right to expect from you, Will.
You've no right to expect I care whether you sink or swim.
Oh, Will. And we're to stay here and watch Maggie and Will abusing Father when he's ill?
No need for you to stay.
That's a true word, Will Mossop.
But Father, dear Father.
Are you willing to come?
No.
You, Vicky.
It's me child, Father.
Never mind what it is, are you for coming or not?
No, I'm not.
Very well. Those that aren't willing can leave me to talk with them that are. Show them the door, Will.
Vicky? Well, I don't know.
We'll be pleased to see you tea time any Sunday afternoon if you'll condescend to come.
Huh? Beggars on horseback.
Now, my lad, I'll tell you what I'll do. Sit you down.
Aye, we can come to grips better now there are no fine ladies about.
They've got stiff necks with pride, and the difference between you two and them's a thing that I ought to mark, and that I'm going to mark. There's times for holding back, and there's times for letting loose and being generous. Now, you're coming here, to this house, both of you, and you'll have the back bedroom for your own, and the use of this room split along with me. Maggie'll keep house. And if she's time, she can lend a hand in shop. I'm finding Will a job. You can have your old bench back in cellar, Will, and I'll pay the old wage. 18 shillings a week, and you and me'll go equal whacks in the cost of the housekeeping, and if that isn't handsome, I don't know what is.
Come on, Maggie.
Aye, I think I'll have to.
Whatever's the hurry for?
It may be news to you, but I've a business round in Oldfield Road, and I'm neglecting it by wasting my time here.
Wasting time? Maggie, what's the matter with Will? I've made him a proposal.
He has a shop of his own to see to, Father.
A man who's having a job at Hobson's doesn't have to worry about a shop of his own in a wretched cellar in Oldfield Road.
Shall I tell him, Maggie? Or shall we go?
Go? I don't want to keep a man on.
If Willie goes, Father, I go with him. I think you'd better speak out, Will.
All right, I will. We've been a year in yon wretched cellar. Do you know what we've done? We've paid back Mrs. Hepworth what she lent us for our start.
Mrs. Hepworth?
Aye, and we made a bit of brass on top of that. We've got your high-class trade away from you. Our shop's a cellar, but they come to us and they don't come to you. Your trade's gone down till all you sell is clogs. You've got no trade. Me and Maggie's got it all. And all you think you can offer me is me old job at 18 shillings a week? Me, the owner of a business that's starving yours to death?
But you're Will Mossop. You're me old boot hand.
Aye, I were. But I've moved on a bit since then. Your daughter married me and said about me education. And now I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll transfer to this address, and what I'll do that's generous is this. I'll take you into partnership, give you your half share, on the condition you're sleeping partner and don't try interference on with me. William Mossop, Late Hobson is the name this shop will have.
Just a minute, Will. I don't agree to that.
Oh, so you've piped up at last. I began to think you'd both lost your senses together.
It had better not be Late Hobson, Will.
That's the way I want it, Maggie.
Now, wait a bit. I'm to be given a half share in my own business, provided I take no part in running it. Is that what you said?
That's it.
Well, I've heard of impudence before,
It's
but
all right, Father.
Did you hear what he
Yes,
said?
Father, yes, but it's settled, quite settled. It's only the name we're arguing about. I won't have Late Hobson, Will.
I'm not dead yet, my lad, and I'll show you that I'm not.
I think Hobson and Mossop is best.
His name on my signboard.
The best I'll do is this. Mossop and Hobson.
No.
Mossop and Hobson, or it's Oldfield Road for us, Maggie.
Very well, Will. Mossop and Hobson.
No, look here.
Aye. I'll make some alteration in this shop and all. I will so.
Alterations in my shop.
Look at that chair. How can you expect high-class customers to sit on a chair like that? Why, we'd only a cellar, but they did sit on cretonne.
Cretonne? It's pampering folk.
Cretonne for a cellar, Morocco for this shop. Folks like to be pampered. Pampering pays. We'll have carpet on that floor, too.
Carpet, Morocco, young man. Do you think this shop is in St. Anne's Square, Manchester?
Not yet. But it's going to be. It's no further from Chapel Street to St. Anne's Square than it is from Oldfield Road to Chapel Street. I've done one jump in a year, and if I wait a bit, I'll do t'other.
Give him time, Will. It's come a bit sudden.
I'm afraid I bore on him too hard. Did I sound confident, Maggie?
You did all right.
I weren't be half so certain as I sounded. But you told me to be strong and use the power that's come to me through you. You know, words came to me mouth that made me jump at my own boldness. And when it came to facing you about the name, I tell you, I fair trembled in my shoes. I was carried away like. Or I'd not have dared to cross you, Maggie.
Don't spoil it, Will. You're the man I made you, and I'm proud.
Yes, but I said such things to him, and I sounded as if I meant them too.
And didn't you?
Aye, that's just the worst. I mean, from me to him, well, he's the old master, and...
And you're the new. Well, what are you doing? Leave my wedding ring alone.
You've worn a brass one long enough.
I'll wear that ring forever, Will.
I was forgetting your proper one.
That brass stays where you put it, love. And if ever we get too rich and proud, we'll just sit down together and take a long look at it, so as we'll not forget truth about ourselves.
I've come to a decision.
Yes, Mr. Robson?
Well, Mossop, you forced me to it. I never thought I'd have to stoop so low, but I'm going round to see Albert Prosser.
Albert Prosser?
Aye. I'm going to fence you in with the law. Albert Prosser's going to draw up a deed of partnership.
Yes, Father.
Aye.
Go. By gum. Toby, shop. By gum.
Thank you.